Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the my favorite What If series that I am gonna do. Well, this is a movie, but I know this because I'm making it. So, yeah, we start off with some explaining to do. So, in this What If, Zuko has a quirk that's undetectable. It is called home. Home. Not strength enhanced, but the cloning or like something crazy. More. So, yeah. Why I say undetectable is because they're like making it undetectable. And this what if is called What If Deku Had Infinity and Zero. So, yeah. It's supposed to be like the man on or Zuko on this side is infinity. This guy right next to him is gonna be zero. So, yeah. So Zuko was basically, and I'm also thrown in Zumi. And so that to keep things entertained. And I usually put her in when I feel like it. Okay? So, yeah. So, let's say after they were born, they went to a quirk doctor. And they look at him. First, they looked at his sister. The doctor looks at Zumi first and tells her that she can become a hero. Because she has a fire manipulation quirk. As she's all excited about it. But then when they went over to Zuko's turn, the quirk doctor tells him, "Sorry, Zuko, you can't become a hero because you don't have a quirk, so you're quirkless and all that stuff." As he says, "Oh, I understand." Okay. As yeah, so then when they were getting off the like, or when they leave the doctor's office, let's say Asashi and Inko took two different vehicles. And Inko took Zuko. And yeah. Or actually, no. Instead of abandon him, or yeah, let's say they abandoned him because he didn't and not have a quirk, but see that the doctor lied to them. They fell for it. As Zuko, oh, of course, Inko, oh, tells her that, or tells him to get out of a car, and he does. You are no longer part of this family. Don't call yourself Zuko Midoriya. You okay? As yeah, he'll probably be as he understands. As, yeah. So she, Inko leaves as he still feels sad because his own mother or his own family abandoned him. So, yeah. Sorry. So, he ends up, after they left, he walked around as something clicked in his head. As it, like, explosion, or not explosion, something happened as they both hit both sides of a garbage can. Let's say there was 2 garbage cans, yeah. As they got up, and what was this one? Let's say Zero Zuko, or no, Zero Zuko, or Zuko, no. This Zuko is like, well, Mother is so in the negative zone, that's okay. As, yeah. Then he ends up, or they both woke up at the same time, as Zuko looks at him, or actually, not just or they see it's a parallel universe thing, or it's basically like how, yeah, Zuko, who's both Zukus, or no, another female Zuko, no, that looks like, yeah, her, or I know that hers like Zumi and then Zuko. Well, the female Zuko had the infinity power. As they both are like, when she saw her counterpart, Ern, they both like, how about we go to UA after, or when we were 15? That sounds like a great idea. As evil Zuko was basically has all black hair, like ones that you see on your screen. As, yeah. So the time progressed as now they're 15. Or actually, when they were 10 years old, they start doing, like, training their powers. That one's too. And, yeah. He absorbs some of the rocks. And she ends up, or no, female Zuko ends up using, yeah, their combo attacks are insane. So yeah, negative emotions and positive. And when they use their powers, they're making everyone else's powers a little bit higher, as they're to a point of their no control of it. But thanks to Zero's power, he also could tone the power level down. So most of the people ends up asking them, how about you become a hero? And you seem like a hero materials. Well, yes. As they go to, now the time skip to 15. So they go to UA. As they get there, they ran into how will I put this? They ran into their sister that his sister doesn't know them, and they don't know it. Yeah. So yeah, as them and so during the robot thing, he tells Infinity, that's their name that the they gave, or their code names, as Zuko or Zero, who uses the black hole thing. As you know what he did? He absorbed all the robots, destroying them, and be like, alright, all done. As, yeah, he didn't just destroy the robots. He, actually absorbed all the negative through that black hole. As he just shakes it off. It doesn't affect him at all. And they're like, whoa, dude, you're one scary dude, aren't you? Huh, yeah. That's why my name is Zero. No. I want to be at the top or bottom. That's... I don't give a crap. Okay? As, yeah. So then now Infinity says, Lisa's saved me some, you jerk. I'm just using this image so that I don't have to go back to Zoomy and then her, or him, and yeah. So basically, she ends up destroying. Sorry about that. And yeah. So, yeah, basically, I don't know how to edit it out, so, and, so yeah. So she ends up, or not the person that called, the one that you see on your screen, her, she ends up, or of course, Infinity uses her powers as her eye, the one that you see, sorry, the one that's orange one, or technically it would be green, gained that on her right eye. Yeah. So yeah, she ends up basically basically stop time, and she moves so fast that even plus, yeah, he just or she destroys all the robots with just one slice. Yeah. So then when she closed her eyes, takes a deep breath and let her powers settle down, as everyone sees explosions. Yeah. So now yeah, as the female Zuko is now very attractive in this what if. As yeah. So they both got or been these like or actually during the ball throw thing, they both got 50 or no, infinity. Yeah. As he says, me and infinity are on the same score. That's funny. And yeah. So then now I'm skipping the rest and all the way to USJ. And yeah. The USJ was basically they got attacked or they were asked about their powers, and as their when they ask Zero, what is your quirk? As they say, well, my quirk is actually zero, not quirkless. As he's just making it up so that it allows me to basically take away powers, put limits on anything I want. Like I could also remove limits, and I can absorb the attacks through my entire body. Basically, I'm a shield. And infinity, as yeah, infinity is the. She says that I have a power. My quirk is actually that's why my name is Infinity. That's my nickname or my code name too, because they my powers allows me to do everything. And like I can bend reality, go to space, and not be affected by space and all that stuff. As when everyone heard, they were like, wait, so you can basically do everything? You can you do like a snap and snap all of us away? No, 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 no. That's only when if it's necessary. Okay? Plus I have better control of like of it. So I can perform it. I had to point my fingers, then I snap my fingers at the same time. It is like a gun. You just don't like point and snap your fingers. It's gonna be like, yeah. So yeah. So then when they got to there, they get ambushed by the villains, and so then as the Nomu knew which person to attack, as the Nomu went attacked Zero Row and Infinity, as the Infinities points her like finger gun things, snaps her fingers, bang, as hit, yeah, and she couldn't believe that her classmate was able to bend laws of physics. Yeah, or laws or of the of entire space. Yeah, and time, everything. And they're immortal. So as he cranks his neck, oh Lord. As yeah, so then the pro heroes came and like do all that stuff. Yeah. So then I'm skipping the sports festival internship. They do battle against Hero Killer Stain. But the my of course during the or before we go any further, at the villain's base, All for One is very pleased with there's a as he could sense a quirk inside both of them, as the quirk doctor tells him they're quirkless, or he's quirkless. Huh. What do you mean he? I only see two people that have a quirk. As the quirk doctor looks at him, at Zero, and it reminds him of Zukum Doria. But he asks, what quirk did you sense inside of him? Or inside them? Well, inside of this character called Zero, and he has a little sister named Infinity. They have, or actually, remember that one that you actually tested, and you said that he didn't have a quirk, he couldn't become a hero? Yes, I did say that. Well, he actually had a quirk, but it was undetectable. I could sense and the most powerfulest cloning, or most powerfulest quirk, it was called chaos. Yeah. As it's undetectable by machines. As when the Quirk Doctor says, holy crap, we need to bring just both of them. Because both of them need to. Yeah. So now the sports festival, as he battles against, or no, his Zero, it battles a purple haired, and his female self battles against Todoroki. Yeah. So then, yeah. As Todoroki battles, and Todoroki lost. Against Infinity. As, yeah. Then Zero says, between you and I, there's one powerful force. As he knocks him out. So now it's between Infinity and Zero. As he starts to giggle, or they are supposed to start to giggle. As everyone's confused with why. Are you ready for a beatdown? As Zero says, ready? It's like yin to yang. Ready, set, go. As they both start battling it out. As they both as they created a flame that looks like Chaos Dragon. It just looks like it from the flames. So yeah. Suzuku was basically, as everyone's in shock, as they both win. Or actually, Infinity wins by just knocking him out, sending him flying backwards. So yeah, I'm so happy. Sorry. So yeah, they both. So now Infinity versus Bakugo. Oh. And then, yeah. So then, after Endeavor asked Zero that when you said the good versus evil Zero versus Infinity panel, yeah. as as Zuko tells him that or actually Infinity says, or no, Zero says that I realized my, because our powers, me and Infinity, you know, are two opposites to each other. I am not evil. I am one. Okay? So, yeah, he starts explaining stuff to Zoom, or to Endeavor, that yeah. So, now I'm skipping the internship. Camp Arc is, yeah. Of course, because Zero and Infinity sleep in the same tent. Yeah, because technically they are the same person. So, yeah. So then, now, so both of them got kidnapped at the exact same time. And when they were like, good morning, Hernan, Infinity, and Zero, or should I say Zuko, Rose? Nice to meet you. Well, nice to meet you too. Well, as Infinity walks up, or no, not Infinity, All for One walks up and tells him that you have a special power that got my attention. You both have a strong power that allows you to basically become the ultimate that I want. And Zuko, or both Zukus, look at each other like, what are you talking about? Your quirks. You have a copy chaos quirk. It allows you to basically become a monster with unimaginable power. You don't need any other quirks. As your power is that of a chaos. Yeah. He ends up, or so then now All Might breaks in, and now All Might versus All for One, and All Might was down but not out. At Zero and Infinity, they both like agree him, as they both shook, or when had their hands grabbed, or they shook their hands as when it activated, as they both fused into one body. As All for One says, "Here he comes." As when the thing goes, yeah. As he's had enough power to destroy a human, but he looks at All for One as he tells him that he will die. As Zuko lifts his hand up And yeah, he summoned the Chaos Dragon, envoy of the end. Yeah. So then, yeah, he starts battling against, of course, he had enough power. So both the dragon and him, they start going at it. They start battling against All for One. Like, he zorbed, or as All for One says this, time for your little symbol of peace will die. As before all, before, sorry, sorry man, that, yeah, before all my, or before the, he, or like, the laser thing, yeah, Zuko came in, absorbed the attack, and as the dragon keeps pounding on, or like using its fire, its everything to destroy All for One. As Zuko had to plan, as he used in Zero, like his power. As he says, you like to take quirks away from you, or from the people. How about feel like yours? As he takes in All for One's quirks and crushed them all together, as All for One dies. His clothes were fell off because his. It's like that one scene where the. Yeah. In Star Wars, or not Star Wars, in the Avengers Infinity Wars, where where everyone like disappears. Yeah. Zuko's power level, or actually his hair, after of course, the Chaos Dragon vanished back into his own body. As he says that the worthless, useless, as he splits back into two, infinity and zero. Because yeah. So one day we're like, and when, when they were like confused, so they asked him Zero and Infinity of, so you're both power equal whom, so both of you are one person, right? As Zero says, yes. We are Zukus. I am Zero Zuku. Or I am Zuku with zero power. Not powerless, but powerful. As the Infinity says, I'm Infinity Zuku. My powers are infinity. Very strong. No limits. As they couldn't believe. They couldn't believe that Zuko is. And they ask about their combined form. Yeah. So, before he splits into two, he turns around as he looks at them. He looks at All Might and says, "Huh, have fun with my two halves." And yeah. And Zuko, he could be scary. And she actually likes him when he's that scary. Because she likes spooky, so yeah. So then, yeah. Bakugo was like trying to. Yeah. So when Inko saw what her son is, she starts crying as she couldn't believe her own son is the most powerfulest person in the entire universe, multiverse, everything. So she ends up telling Stashi, because he was there, he witnessed how much power they could feel. They could literally feel the power flowing through them, in and out, in and out. It's like a saw for them as they, yeah. So then, after they, and then, so actually his secret power, or his quirk, that's so secretive, is like a more, being a cloning, like ultimate cloning. He could, because mixed with infinity. Yeah. So, yeah. He basically wins that. Yeah. So, my original plan was for him to, like, be mobilized, like, mind controlled to just, like, destroy everything. But I don't want to do that. Too deep. So, heck, someone else. Here. I'll do the short stories of it. So, yeah. Or, yeah. So, now, overhaul. I'm skipping overhaul fight. But before, of course, Inko tells Zumi. Where is that? Inko tells Zumi that her own brother, she already had a brother, that she never knew, or used to know, but she ends up, of course, he tells, or no, Inko tells her that the one that had black and white hair is actually your brother. He was, as it was all our fault. We should have just kept him around. As Inko, or as Zumi, he walks up. Don't worry, he is too nice. As Zumi Haim, or actually Inko tells Asashi and Inko, or no, Inko tells Asashi and Zumi to go get him and like apologize to him. Like literally, they had to they both had to apologize to him. Or Asashi and Inko went with Zumi, and that whole thing, yeah. And Zero says, "May I help you?" As Zumi knows that Zero or Zuku Zero is, yeah, is her brother. So he tells, or no, she tells him, "Where's Infinity?" And she says, "I'm right here. Don't worry. I haven't gone anywhere. Just trying to figure out this puzzle thing." Huh. Yeah. So both of them, can you both use back into your, into the fuse form? Sure. As they fuse back into their, as he says, "What's up?" As Inko tells him that he needs to be back into this, and they apologize for it, and they didn't realize that they got rid of the most powerfulest person. As Zuko says this, "It's not your fault, Inko. It was the doctor's. He didn't realize that I had this much power in the first place. So, and plus, yes, when you abandoned me, then I became this powerful. Then, of course, yeah. So, of course, he agrees to join back into their family as Zuko Midoriya. And the other two names, the Infinity and Zero, they will be now Infinity Zuko Midoriya and Zero Midoriya. Yeah. So, yeah, they basically, yeah. It makes my, so, yeah. As after Inko and Asashi and Zumi left, as he figures out the puzzle thing, of course, she walks up to him and asks him to go on a date with her. Because, yeah. So then they both went on a date and they got married. Like, after school thing. They got married and they had kids. Yeah, so, yeah. It's a whole bang bang. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and do all the things in the world. And do you like this little thumbnail thing? I'll probably get the better, female and normal one. So, yeah. Sorry if I'm skipping over some of the parts. Most of it's in canon. as Bakugo, or before, Bakugo is actually in this what if. He changed his little attitude thing to be way nicer than he looks in canon. So yeah. So peace out, y'all, and catch you guys later.